All right, what's going on, everybody? It's Trey Dangerous, and we are still in the 25 Days of Danger series. I'm going to try and upload every day. I'm trying. Trust me, I'm trying. It's what 6:30 now. I gotta record this video and then probably do a little bit of editing. And yeah, so ladies and gentlemen, cue that intro. Alright, welcome back. So, today, as you guys already read the title, if you haven't seen it, it's down below. Unless, of course, you're watching on your phone, which is, it's probably up here if you're watching it. So, never mind. Today, we're talking about my top 5 favorite wrestlers of all time, like, ever. Now, that being said, you will not be seeing any Hulk Hogan's, Ultimate Warriors, Jake the Snake, Sergeant Slaughter. You won't be seeing any of the wrestlers at the beginning of the wrestling thing because I simply was not around for their brand of wrestling, and I'm used to a new type of wrestling, which is a lot more high-flying, I guess you could say. So, without further ado, let's get on to number 5. Alright, so, number 5, Keith Lee. Now, if you haven't heard of Keith Lee, he is a wrestler who's currently working for NXT, well, not NXT, for WWE. He's currently on Raw's main roster, and he is one of my favorites personally. He's extremely entertaining. He's a big dude who can jump over the top rope, so that's kind of cool. He does an amazing standing moonsault, and those overhand chops are absolutely beautiful. So he is my number 5 pick. Now, let's move on to number 4. Alright, so number 4 is going to be Adam Cole. Baby. Now, Adam Cole is one of my favorites, basically because he's just one of the best wrestlers on the microphone and one of the best wrestlers in the ring. He's an amazing technician. If he has to fly high, he can, and it's just so entertaining to watch him. So he is my number 4 pick. Now, let's move on to number 3. Alright, so number 3 is going to be Daniel Bryan. Yes, indeed, Daniel Bryan is one of the greatest technicians of all time, so that's why he's made this list, and he's just he's one of the greatest wrestlers of all time. That's just my opinion. He's just one of the best, man. Really, just one of the greatest wrestlers of all time. That's all I gotta say. And he has made the number 3 pick. So let's move on to number 2. Alright, so number 2 is, this was a tough one because the 2 top answers are actually 2 of my favorites of all time. So, I'm gonna have to choose John Cena, alright? Now, everybody's gonna be like, oh, you like John Cena because he's just this mainstream guy, and everybody likes John Cena. Actually, it's quite the contrary. For a good chunk of time, everyone, like, literally, you know the show Everybody Hates Chris? Everyone hated Cena. Like, everyone. Like, Money in the Bank 2011, ECW One Night Stand 2006, there have just been some shows that he's gone to, and he has been hated, booed out of the building, onto the street, and then booed off of the street. But he's always just been one of the favorites because he's been around for such a long time, like such a long time. Everybody thinks, you know, he's just been around since 2011 because that's just when he had his big boom period, but he's been around since 2002, before I was born. And then he had his big thing in he went 2004 to 2006, where he did this rapper gimmick, and then he did this Marine gimmick until 2009, and then in 2011 he was this goody two-shoes guy who was always shaking babies and kissing fat girls, something Batista said, and then he would he was basically, you know, just the flag bearer of WWE. He was the top guy, and he would always do this to the camera sometimes, where he would just hold the camera for no reason any. It was kind of weird sometimes. He would be like celebrating a win, and then he just grabbed the camera for some reason. I don't know what that was all about, but yeah, Cena gets my number 2 spot. And before we get into the number 1 spot, and if you've ever heard me talking about wrestling, you probably know which one, who this one is. But before we get into the number 1 spot, we're going to list off a couple of honorable mentions. So first off, we have 4 honorable mentions. The honorable mentions are Bobby Roode in TNA specifically, Bobby Roode, Cody Rhodes, Jon Moxley, and Kenny Omega. They are all amazing wrestlers, but I couldn't really find out where to put them on this list, so they are all honorable mentions at just in one sort of conglomerate as an honorable mention. So now we are down to number 1, and that is, of course, the best in the world, CM Punk. CM Punk has been one of my favorites for a long time. When I started watching wrestling in 2009, CM Punk was I think a world champion at that time. He was the top guy. He had the Straight Edge Society, where people would go bald and they would shave their heads for him, kind of, I guess. He made such terrible things work. Like, the new Nexus was terrible off the jump, and then he turned it into something that was legitimately decent. Like, he's able to flip stuff on his head. Ever since he started in 2008, when I wasn't watching, I had heard of wrestling once or twice before, but I wasn't exactly watching. He was just one of the top guys, you know. He was just the best at what he was doing, which was wrestling. And then they gave him an opportunity on the mic, and he flourished with it. He was able to cut some of the greatest promos I've ever seen, like including, yes, the pipe bomb, but there was a bunch of other ones, like the sermon at the Royal Rumble when he was still in the Straight Edge Society thing, and he had super long hair and a huge scruffy beard, kind of like the Wyatt family, but if they were against drugs, I guess. He had this huge sermon the entire match. Well, at the beginning of the match, for a pretty decent stretch until Triple H eliminated him, but that's a different story for a different time. But he was just so good all of the time. Like, every single match he had was probably the best or second best match on the card the entire time. And I know I'm rambling a lot about CM Punk, but he's just my favorite. He's just one of the best. I'm sorry. Let's just go to the outro. Hello everybody, you made it to the outro. I know I talked a lot about CM Punk right there, but I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Please leave a like if you're watching it on a like the sideways screen. The like button will be down there somewhere, and if you're watching it vertically, that's the right word, right? Vertically, yeah. If you're watching it vertically, there's the like button is also right there somewhere on that little bar thing. Hello, like button. Oh, also the subscribe button. You guys should hit that too. Nah, I'm not gonna say that. That's not YouTube friendly. But yeah, the subscribe button is somewhere down there. Hello. So yeah, just share this video if you would like to. If you want to get this video out to some of your friends, tell your friends, tell your mom, tell your granddad, tell your grandma, tell your niece, tell your nephew, if I see someone recording a video, sharing this video to their to a family member, and they send it to me on Instagram at TreyDangerousYT. Yes, I changed it to TreyDangerousYT. If someone sends me that video, they will get a personalized shout out in the next video. So I hope you guys enjoyed this. I'm really trying to stress this out for 10 minutes, about 20 more seconds left. I hope you guys enjoy, and I hope you guys like that little graphic at the beginning of the episodes of the 25 Days of Danger, which hopefully you guys are digging, because I'm digging it. I'm really enjoying posting. I'm excited to post more for you guys because I'm putting myself on a schedule. I have to get a video out, and I'm just enjoying posting. I'm having fun doing the thing that I set out to do a couple of years ago. So I hope you guys enjoy this video. Obviously not wearing the hat because, you know, I got my hair cut down a little bit. If you want to peep that, check that out. Got that cut down a little bit. My dreads are a little longer now. You guys like that one, the pinstripes? Go Yankees, except not exactly. Alright, I will see you guys later. I'm rambling. I'll see you guys later.